We're glad to be here with you today. I'd like to quickly introduce myself. I am Zharina Lumbao.
I am Lyza C. Ubalde.
I am Fersan Agurin.
I'm Siao.
I'm Aringo.
And this is lovely Bermejo.
And
we
we
are
are
the Chizu Group.
Group.
This morning, we will present the Module 11 Regionalization and Resources 3 with the topic of Region 7, 8, 9, and 10. At by the end of the discussion, we're glad for you to know the different regions of 7, 8, 9, and 10. For you to identify the capital of different provinces of Region 7, 8, 9, and 10. Classify the provinces of different regions, and lastly, identify the different major natural resources of each region. Region 7 or Central Visayas is the second smallest region in the Philippines with a total land area of 14,923 square kilometers. This constitutes about 5% of the country's land area. The land area of the region is 15,895.66 kilometers square and with a population of 7,396,898 inhabitants and became the most populous region in the Visayas. The Central Visayas region lies at the center of the Philippine archipelago between the major islands of Luzon and Mindanao. It is bounded on the north by the Visayan Sea, on the east by the Camotes Sea, on the south by the Mindanao Sea, and on the west by the province of Negros Occidental. Borders in the regions are based on political boundaries. Central Visayas is one of the 8 anchored tourist destinations in the country and one of the super regions in the Visayas, which trend is tourism. Central Visayas is strategically located in the heart of the Philippines. It is the gateway for foreign and domestic tourism, lying in the midst of both air and sea traffic. The region is blessed with beautiful beaches, a plethora of sea life, a number of caves, and potential areas for mountain trekking. Region 7 is among most developed and the 4th largest regional economy in the country. Central Visayas hosts many industries, including footwear, ICT and IT-enabled services, electronics wearables, food processing, marine, houseware, and furniture, among others. According to data from the Philippine Statistics Authority or the PSA, Central Visayas ranked 4th in terms of regional share to the country's GDP in 2018. Central Visayas' GRDP growth rate of 7.6% in 2018 was higher than the national growth rate of 6.2%. Central Visayas' economy in 2018 accelerated to 7.46% from the 5.2% growth in 2017. This was driven by the acceleration in services and industry. Services accelerated to 7.0% in 2018 from the growth of 6.5% recorded in the previous year. The top contributor to this accelerated growth was other services, which grew by 9% compared with a 6% in 2017. Other sub-industries were also grew and contributed to the growth of services. Moreover, the region is stepped into historical significance. Events ranging from the death of Portuguese explorer Ferdinand Magellan at the hands of chieftain Lapu-Lapu of the island of Opon, known as Mactan Island, to the blood compact between Miguel Lopez de Legazpi and Dato Sicatona in Sigala, as well as other significant events will make a visit to the region very interesting.
Here is the additional information regarding to the province of Region 7. First, Cebu. Cebu is the center of economic activities in the Visayas areas. It is also the 7th largest central urban economic center in the country. Cebu is based over 80% of entire island shipping capacity in the Philippines. Cebu offers a wide range of world-class amenities such as luxury hotels, beach resorts, first-class restaurants, and golf courses. The latest in sport and recreational facilities are also available in the province. Cebu Island unique topography that include mountain range running through north to south, rising to 340 feet at its peak and tapering down to the both end, give the tourists easy access to the mountain as well as the sea, province variety of nature sites like river, waterfalls, spring, and caves. Cebu is the capital of Cebu province. Next province is Bohol. Neighboring Cebu is Bohol, the closest province to the 10th largest island in the country. Bohol is taking off to become the region's primary eco-cultural tourist destination and agro-industrial center. Investment areas in identified special economic zone are focused in ecotourism, light industries, and agro-industrial development. The province of Bohol is the first-class province divided into 3 congressional districts comprising 1 component city and 47 municipality. It has 1,109 barangays. The city of Tagbiliran is the main business capital and center of governance of the province of Bohol, aside from being center of educational and transportation. Next up, the province of Negros Oriental. Negros Oriental has land area of 5,385.53 square kilometers or 2,079.36 square miles. Negros Oriental consists of rolling hills, a few plateaus, and mountain ranges. The province is subdivided into 20 municipalities and 5 cities, which are the further subdivided into 557 barangays. Dumaguete City is the provincial capital and seat of governance. It is also the most populous city despite having the smallest land area. In the last few years, Negros Oriental attracted its shares of business processing outsources companies. Foreign investors' interest in the smaller, less congested cities in the country have the result of rapid development of BPO center in the Dumaguete and Tahay, and among others. Companies got to do business for such a last cost, while the communities get the benefit from an influx of jobs and investment. The last province is Siquijor. In the province of Siquijor, trade development and distinctly dominated by small and micro traders. Trading constitutes the backbone of its commercial activities. Siquijor is a coastal municipality in the province of Siquijor. It serves as the provincial capital. The municipality has land area of 90.7 square kilometers or 35.02 square miles, which contribute to 26.87 of Siquijor total land area. Siquijor has 47 barangays.
Eastern Visayas, officially designated as Region VIII, is an administrative region in the Philippines occupied by eastern section of the Visayas. It is covered 6 provinces, namely Biliran, Eastern Samar, Leyte, Northern Samar, and Southern Leyte, as well as one highly urbanized city. The regional center is the city of Tacloban. Eastern Visayas directly faces the Pacific Ocean. The land area of the region is 2,156,285 hectares. Eastern Visayas lies on the east central section of the Philippines archipelago. It is bounded on the east and north by the Philippine Sea with the San Bernardino Strait separating Samar Island from the eastern Luzon. On the west by Camotes and Visayan Seas, on the southern by the Bohol Seas with the Surigao Strait separating Leyte Island from the northwestern Mindanao. It has a total land area of 2,156,285 hectares or 7.2% of the country's total land area. 52% of its total land area are classified as the forest land and 48% as the alienable and disposable land. The region figured prominently in the Philippine history. The first Catholic Mass was celebrated in Limasawa, Southern Leyte on March 31, 1951. General Douglas MacArthur led the fleet of transport and warship that first landed in Leyte, which concludes the Japanese occupation in the Philippines. The discovery of Philippines by Western voyagers was led by Magellan in 1521 in Homohons Island, Eastern Samar. The region is also endowed with beautiful natural attractions like beaches, caves, mountains, and lakes. Now, Eastern Visayas has become a favorite destination of tourists and investors because of its abundant economic resources, natural beauty, and improved transportation, and telecommunication facilities. The region seas and inland water are rich sources of salt and freshwater fish and other marine products. It is one of the fish exporting regions of the country. There are substantial forest reserves in the interior of the island. Its mineral disposed includes chromites, uranium, gold, silver, manganese, magnesium, bronze, nickel, clay, coal, limestone, pyrites, salts, and gravel. It has abundant geothermal energy and water resources to support the needs of medium and heavy industries. Primary sources of revenue are manufacturing, wholesale and retail trades, and service. Mining, farming, fishing, and tourism contribute significantly to the economy. Manufacturing firm includes mining companies, fertilizer plants, sugar central, rice and corn mines, and other food processing plants. Tacloban is the hub of investment, trade, and development in the region. Other industries include mining, rice, corn and sugar milling, coconut oil extraction, alcohol, distilling, beverage manufacture, and forest product. Home industries includes hat and basket weaving, metal craft, needlecraft, pottery, ceramic, woodcraft, shell craft, and bamboo craft. Eastern Visayas has an agricultural-based economy, being the top product of abaca and the third largest coconut growing region in the country. It is thought as the geothermal capital of the Philippines because of its abundant geothermal power reserves. It is also known for its abundant deposits of metal and non-metallic minerals.
Here is the additional information regarding the provinces of Region VIII. Biliran. Biliran is one of the country's smallest and newest provinces, formerly a sub-province of Leyte. It became an independent province in 1992. Biliran has a total land area of 536.1 kilometers, making it the fourth smallest province in the Philippines. Its capital is Naval. Recently, Biliran has been eyed as an emerging destination for mountaineers, bikers, canyoneers, hikers, and other adventure seekers. For example, Sambao River in the municipality of Almeria has been developed into a canyoning venue. Next is the Eastern Samar. Eastern Samar occupies the eastern portion of the island of Samar. Its capital is Borongan. During the circumnavigation of the globe, Ferdinand Magellan had set foot on the tiny island of Homonhon in southern part of the province. On March 16, 1521, the area of what is now Eastern Samar is said to be the first Philippine landmass spotted by Magellan and his crew. Eastern Samar covers a total area of 4,660.47 square kilometers, occupying the eastern section and majority of southern Samar's coast of Samar Island in the Eastern Visayas region. Because it faces the Philippine Sea of the Pacific Ocean, Eastern Samar suffers heavily from powerful typhoons. Next up is the province of Leyte. Leyte is the 8th largest and 6th most populous island in the Philippines, with a total population of 2,626,970 as of 2020 census. Its capital is the city of Tacloban, administered independently from the province. It is also in Leyte where the longest bridge in the country is found, the San Juanico Bridge, which connects Leyte to another province, Samar. Leyte is versatile when it comes to tourist destinations, from historical landmarks to tropical islands from the perfect getaway. Leyte is a must-visit when in the Philippines. However, Leyte is most famous for its role in the reconquest of the Philippines in World War II. On 20 October 1994, General Douglas MacArthur waded ashore on Leyte, saying, "I have returned." But the Japanese did not give up so easily. As the ensuing Battle of Leyte proved, the province is the site of the largest geothermal power plant in Asia, making it one of the resource-rich province in the Philippines. In the next part is Northern Samar. Catarman is the capital town of the province of Northern Samar, where most political and economic activities take place. It is the seat of administration and the center of trade and commerce as well as industry. The province is considered a very rural area, with 65% of its people residing in the countryside. Northern Samar has several tourism potentials that remain undiscovered by tourists. Some of these include old churches, waterfalls, rivers, caves, virgin forests, and beaches. Northern Samar ranks 37 in size among the 80 provinces of the Philippines and accounts for practically 1.2% of the total land area of the country. About 52% of the total land area is covered by forest and 42% is classified as alienable and disposable. The province is composed largely of low and extremely rugged hills and small lowland areas. It also has small and discontinuous areas along the coast, and its rivers are usually accompanied by alluvial plains and valleys. The province is endowed with relatively rich and fertile soil that most crops can grow on it. Next is the province of Samar. Samar, formerly named as Western Samar, is a province in the Philippines located in the Eastern Visayas region. Its capital is the city of Catbalogan. The province is rich in marine and agriculture resources, and it's the major source of income for the locals. It has the biggest cave system in the country, which makes it the caving capital of the Philippines, and Asia's second largest cave system. Samar is the third largest and seventh most populous island in the Philippines, with a total population of 1,909,537 as of 2020 census. Samar was the first island of the Philippines sighted by the Spanish expedition led by Ferdinand Magellan. He sighted it on March 16, 1521, having sailed there for the Mariana Islands. Realizing he had arrived at an archipelago, he charted the islands and called them San Lazaro because they were sighted on Lazaro's Saturday. And lastly is the province of Southern Leyte. Southern Leyte is a province in the Philippines located in the Eastern Visayas region. Its capital is the city of Masin. Southern Leyte comprised the 3rd Congressional District, Leyte, until it was made into an independent province in 1959. Southern Leyte includes Limasawa, an island to the south where the first Roman Catholic Mass in Philippines. It believed to have taken place and thus considered to be the birthplace of Roman Catholicism in the Philippines. Southern Leyte forms an important part of the inter-island transportation system of the country, with ferries transporting people and goods between Liloan and Surigao del Norte in Mindanao. The province is well known for its quality abaca products and is the country's major producer of abaca fiber. Southern Leyte is subtly like a lady. She's pretty on the outside, but the secret she hides within her makes her even more beautiful.
Let's proceed to the next region, Region 9. Region 9 or Zamboanga Peninsula is an administrative region in the Philippines designed as Region 9. Zamboanga City is the industrial and commercial center of the region, while Pagadian City is known as acknowledged regional center following the transfer of most government regional officers there from Zamboanga City. The region prides itself as one of the center of trade and commerce in Mindanao. Region 9 occupies a land area of 17,046.64 square kilometers and it's composed of three provinces, the Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga Sibugay, and Zamboanga del Sur, including four cities, the Pitan, Dipolog, Isabela, Pagadian, and highly urbanized Zamboanga City. The region was previously known as Western Mindanao before enactment of Executive Order Number 36 on September 19, 2001. About a third of the region population is composed of ethnic group. This group usually honestly classified under the general heading of Muslim are actually culturally distinct from each other. They are generally divided into Tausog, Yakam, Badhos, Samals, and Subanis of Zamboanga del Norte, Zamboanga del Sur, and Zamboanga Sibugay. The first settler of Zamboanga Peninsula are the Sibones or the people of the river, occupying it long before the arrival of Spaniards. Geographically, Zamboanga Peninsula is located at the western portion of Mindanao. It lies between Saulo Seas on the north and west of Moro Gulf, part of Celebes Sea on the south. Zamboanga Peninsula economy is basically rooted in agriculture, with farming and fishing as the main economy activities of families. Industry sectors of Region 9 is characterized by a proliferation of micro, small, and medium-scale companies. Most manufacturing activities are based in the cities of Zamboanga, Dipolog, and Pagadian. As measured by gross regional domestic product, the region economy in 2020 amounted in approximately 394.57 billion Philippine peso. By industrial origin, the agriculture, fishery, forestry sector contribute about 50% of GPRDP, followed by service sectors at 35%. The industry sectors, meanwhile, contributed the remaining 15% regional economy. Fishing and farming is the main economic activities in the region. It also has aqua farming for salty water and freshwater fishes. Corn, rice, meals are scattered among the fish farmland. Processing plant for oil, coffee, and laxis are likewise overpresent. Moreover, home industry such as rattan, furniture, basket, weaving craft, and brass works could be found in different parts of the region. The region was vast forest resources, logs, lumbers, vineyards, and plywoods are one of among is a major export product. It is also richly endowed with mineral deposits both metallic and non-metallic. Metallic services include gold, silver, copper, chromites, iron, lead, and manganese oil. The region was stable of art, banking, and communication facilities, modern educational, healthcare service, world-class hotels, and convention centers, abundant water, and stable power supply. The workforce is highly educated, skilled, and multilingual. The nature was endowed with so much natural attraction such as white sand beaches, waterfalls, diving spots, caves, marine sanctuaries, and awesome cultural formation, and etc. Above all, much of Zamboanga Peninsula's strength lies on its people for being hospitable, warm, and proud of their rich cultural heritage.
Here is the additional information regarding to the province of Region 9. Zamboanga del Norte. Zamboanga del Norte is the largest province of Zamboanga Peninsula region. Its capital is Dipolog and known as the Orchid City has charm all its own. Tracing roots from Spanish settlement in 1634, while it is the urban and commercial center of Zamboanga del Norte. It has also managed to preserve the air of a countryside village that endears it to many seeking the convenience of modern life with the ease and peace of countryside living. Zamboanga del Norte is the 26th populous province in the Philippines. Through Republic Act No. 711 issued on June 6, 1952, Zamboanga province was divided into two independent provinces, which is Zamboanga del Sur. The early history of Zamboanga del Sur is shared with that of Zamboanga City, which had been the center of the entire Mindanao area, most notably during the American era. When Zamboanga City became the chartered city on October 12, 1936, it compasses the southern tip of the Zamboanga Peninsula and the island of Basil, making it the largest city in the world in terms of land area. Zamboanga del Norte also abounds with natural beauty, lush forest, parks, and falls, scenic beach and coves plus historical landmarks, and take the visitor on many nostalgic trips to the past. Example of it is Shrine City of the Fersan, renowned as the home of the country's most famous exile national hero Dr. Jose P. Rizal. Just before his martyrdom, today, the Pitan retains much of the old world ambience and charm, succeeding in retaining and delicate balance the progress of the time and heritage of a city, with a special niche of Philippine history. Its rustic character blooming with the reminders of an age-long gunmaker, it must be for every visitor. They also host a world-class and the region-leading resorts, the Cac Beach Resort. Next is Zamboanga del Sur. Zamboanga del Sur came into its own on June 6, 1952, becoming a separate province carved out of Zamboanga City along the sister province Zamboanga del Norte. With Pagadian City as the capital and now the regional government center of Peninsula, Zamboanga del Sur's beauty and bounty are undeniable. Statistically grouped with Zamboanga del Sur is the highly urbanized city of Zamboanga, which is geographically separated and chartered city and governed independently from the province of Zamboanga del Sur. Like almost all the rural province in the Philippines, is mostly reliant on agriculture for the bulk of its economy. It is not to say that industrialization has not reached the province, like most places in the southern Philippines. It can be untapped resource, but due to geographical, political, and socio-economic reasons, Zamboanga del Sur excels more in the fields of agriculture, produce, mining, and fishing. This has always been the means of which the Zamboangueños have lived across the centuries. Zamboanga del Sur is also considered as one of the best source of crustaceans in the Philippines. The crabs and lobster is produced are always in demand in the other place. Up next is Zamboanga Sibugay. Zamboanga Sibugay is the 79th province created in the Philippines. Its capital is Ipil. When its territories were carved out from the 3rd district of Zamboanga del Sur in 2001. Zamboanga Sibugay was formerly part of Zamboanga del Sur attempts to divide Zamboanga del Sur into two separate provinces. Several bills were repealed but remain enacted. The new province was finally created by Republic Act 9973, signed into law by President Joseph Estrada on November 7, 2000. Owing to its natural landform, the province of Zamboanga Sibugay is blessed with an impressive range of excellent tourist destinations. Interesting mountain formation, picture-perfect waterfalls, caves in which dwell thousands of bats, as well as stalactites, hot springs, white sand beach, and fish and sea snake sanctuaries. The leading industries are in the areas of bakery, rice, corn milling, food processing, and rattan, and wood furniture production. The new players in the field, concrete products, garments, wax, and candle factory, and other cottage industries. Major crop produced include rice, corn, coconut, rubber, fruit trees, vegetable, tobacco, coffee, cacao, and root crops. Livestock and poultry production are predominantly small-scale backyard operations.
And here, the final part of the reporting, the Region 10 or the Northern Mindanao. Northern Mindanao is an administrative region in the Philippines, designated as Region 10. The regional center is Cagayan de Oro. Lanao del Norte was transferred to Northern Mindanao from Region 12, then called Central Mindanao, by virtue of Executive Order Number 36 in September 2001. Northern Mindanao has 5 provinces, namely Misamis Oriental, Misamis Occidental, Bukidnon, Lanao del Norte, and Camiguin. It comprises 2 highly urbanized cities, 7 constituent cities, 84 municipalities, and 2,022 barangays. Strategically located in the southern part of the Philippines, research-rich islands of Mindanao. Northern Mindanao or Region 10 is a highly diversified region that enjoys quality living and sustained economic growth. It is home to the PVDEC Industrial Estate, the country's largest industrial estate that hosts light to medium industries. The region is also a site to big multinational corporations which existed for decades. The current name of the region was derived from its position on Mindanao Island. The term was officially coined by the Americans after the establishment of American colonial rule in the Philippines due to the defeat of Filipino revolutionaries. There have been proposals to rename the current Northern Mindanao region, which is dominated by the Cebuano ethnic group, into the Amihanan region. Amihanan region literally translates to northern area from the Cebuano language, which is the lingua franca of the region. Growth and investment opportunities in the region thrive in agriculture, food processing, tourism, service-related industries, trade infrastructure services, and industrial, environmental, and ecological support facilities. Some parts of this region are known to have preserved their tribal beliefs and customs. An example is the Higuanon, a mountain tribe in Bukidnon. Apparently, they still believe in the existence of spirits and gods. Furthermore, they have a god for each element. Another superstition is they need to please the spirits so they will experience something good in return. People in this tribe still live according to their traditions with farming as their primary source of income. Additionally, the ancestors of its current inhabitants mentioned that the region was occupied by 4 tribes, but when northern central Mindanao was divided into provinces, migrants from Visayas and Luzon began to dominate the regions. Since that happened, the tribal communities went to the mountains and forests to continue living out their cultural heritage.
Here is the additional information regarding to the province of Region 9. Misamis Occidental is a province of the Philippines located in the northern Mindanao region. Its capital is Oroquieta City. The province of borders Zamboanga del Norte and Zamboanga del Sur to the west and is separated from Lanao del Norte by Panguil Bay to the south and from Misamis Oriental by Ilangan Bay to the east. The province of Misamis was originally inhabited by Subanons, who were easy target of the sea pirates from Lanao. Misamis is taken from the early settlement of the Spaniards at the entrance to the Panguil Bay. The name Misamis is believed to have been derived from the Subano and Cuyamis, which is a variety of sweet coconut, the staple food of the early settlers in the place. During the year, the name persisted as an inference of geographical location and upon the advent of the Spanish settlers. The word Cuyamis easily gave way to the more convenient, pronounceable but corrupt word Misamis. Misamis Occidental is one of the Philippines' oft-beaten destination. Unknown to many, Misamis Occidental straddles ecological frontiers, home to promising ecotourism destination. From cascading waterfall, towering peaks, and hunting mossy forest, hidden lakes, to cultural and historical sites, Misamis Occidental has the thing to give you a lifelong adventure and tour. Being a cocoa-based province, major manufacturing firms in Misamis Occidental are engaged in the production or crude coconut oil, cooking oil, lard, margarine, laundry, soap, and decayed coconut. Other products are furniture, ceramics, gift toys, and housewares, processed food like banana chips, and marine products. Up next, Misamis Oriental. Misamis Oriental, province located in the region of northern Mindanao. Its capital are the largest city and provincial center is the city of Cagayan de Oro. In the 16th century, the people of the territory were obligated to pay tribute to Muslim rules as the regional powerhouse converted in the Muslim faith. Lumans on the coast started converting into Islam or were displaced by other ethnic groups to the converted earlier. Those in the interior retain their native faith. Misamis is one of the Spanish-controlled territory vulnerable to Moro raids, Spanish military installation, and one of the staging point in the expedition against Moros. Misamis Oriental strategical location allows it to qualify as a center of industry, trade, and commerce in the region. To date, there are already 37 major industry of manufacturing firms that are based in Misamis Oriental. The province is host to industries such as agricultural, forest, steel, metal, chemical, mineral, rubber, and food processing. It is home of 30 square kilometers PHIVIDEC Industry East and the Mindanao International Container Port, all in Tagologan del Monte, Philippines, which exports pineapple and all over the Asia-Pacific region. As a processing plant in Cagayan de Oro, Misamis Oriental is certain the place to get high on adrenaline and excitement. Unique geologic and climatic conditions have created spectacularly sharp constructs, towering mountain, stream, jungling, idly palm-fingered beaches, carefully manicured traced hill, and monumental exposure of faith from highly sophisticated and ancient cultures. The choices are innumerous and sure to keep any visitor captivated. This is where adventure begins, a promise of unending thrills, excitement, and contentment.
The next province is Bukidnon. Bukidnon is a province situated in northern Mindanao region, occupying the northern central section of Mindanao. Its capital is the city of Malaybay, the third largest province in the country in terms of total area of jurisdiction behind Palawan and Isabela, respectively. The name Bukidnon means Highlander or mountain dweller. Bukidnon was ranked 5th in the list of richest province in the Philippines, according to the Commission on Audit 2018 and 2019 Annual Financial Report. Consecutively, which were posted in 2019 and 2021 respectively. Bukidnon is mostly known for its agricultural economy. This is the reason why it's called the food basket of Mindanao. Visitors plenty of farms and plantation within the province including Del Monte's pineapple plantation that boasts 25,000 hectares of land. Bukidnon is rolling grassland with uplands, canyons, and valleys with an average elevation of 915 meters. This is the reason why Bukidnon is relatively cool and moist throughout the year. Bukidnon is also the largest cattle province in the region. Bukidnon may not have pristine beaches that will surely attract tourists. Nevertheless, they have natural springs and refreshing waterfalls that can still enjoy and dip into. Next is the province of Camiguin. Camiguin is an island province in the Philippines located in the Bohol Sea, about 10 kilometers off the northern coast of Mindanao. The provincial capital is Lumbao, which is the also province largest municipality in both area population. The name Camiguin is derived from the native word camagong, a species of ebony tree that thrives near Lake Mainit in the province of Surigao del Norte. The region from which the earlier inhabitants of the island, the Manobos, originated Camiguin, the local dialect of Camiguin, is the northernmost variant of the Manobo language. Camiguin is a small and peaceful island province in the Philippines located in the Bohol Sea of the northern coast of Mindanao. It may be the smallest island in Mindanao and the second smallest province in the Philippines, but it has surprisingly a lot of tourist spots to offer. Dubbed the island born of fire, Camiguin is home to 7 volcanoes that continue to shape and reshape its unique landscape. The interior forest reserves known as Mount Hibok-Hibok protected landscape have been declared an Asian Heritage Park. But for beach lovers, it's the water-based attraction that make Camiguin special. This compact island also hides numerous waterfalls, natural springs, unspoiled beaches, and diving spots that will please adventurous travelers. Camiguin is home to the mysterious sunken cemetery, which continue to fascinate travelers from all over the world. Lastly, the province of Lanao del Norte. Lanao del Norte is the province in the Philippines situated in northern Mindanao region, occupying the northern central section of Mindanao. Its capital is the municipality of Tubod. Lanao del Norte is a rock province that ranges from the coastal shorelines in the north to the high plateaus and mountains in the south. It has also diverse flora and fauna. The province of Lanao existed from 1914 until 1959. In 1959, Republic Act No. 222 was passed by the Philippine Congress partitioning Lanao into two provinces, which is Lanao del Norte and Lanao del Sur. The new province was inaugurated on July 4 with Iligan City as its capital. Situated within Lanao del Norte is the highly urbanized city of Iligan, which is governed independently from the province. In 1977, President Ferdinand E. Marcos signed Resolution No. 805 Series 1977 of Sangguniang Panlalawigan, Parliamentary Bill No. 586, sponsored by Assemblyman Abdullah D. Dimaporo, into Presidential Decree 181 transferring the province capital from Iligan City to the municipality of Tubod. Lanao del Norte is called the land of beauty and bounty. Beauty because of the exquisite gorgeousness of nature can be seen and experienced in Lanao del Norte, with its cascading waterfalls, springs, and the lakes that dots the tropical landscape of the province. The economy of Lanao del Norte is predominantly based on agriculture and fishing. Factories are mostly based in Iligan City. Lanao del Norte is the home of Agris power plants 4 to 7 that stretch the Balo to Iligan City. It serves major parts of power supply in Mindanao. Tourism is also growing economy in the province.
And that's the end of our presentation. Once again, we are the Chizu Group. Thank you.